U.S. and Iranian officials held a second round of nuclear talks today in Geneva. President Trump has demanded Iran end its nuclear program and has not ruled out use of force if it refuses to do so. Likewise, Iran's foreign minister says his country will respond if attacked by the U.S.
We are hopeful that negotiation will lead to a sustainable and negotiated solution. At the same time, as demonstrated, Iran remains fully prepared to defend itself against any threat or act of aggression.
CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie Daggett joins us. So where do things stand after the second round of talks?
Lindsay, progress was made, was the statement coming from both sides. And I think it's important that it did come from both sides. You had Steve Witkoff, special envoy, Jared Kushner, son-in-law of President Trump, at those talks. Again, suggesting that progress was made, a little light on details. At the same time, we have to point out that Vice President J.D. Vance, in an interview today with Fox, said there are certain red lines that haven't been met yet. When we talk about those red lines, of course, we are talking about Iran's nuclear program. Now, Iran insists that the nuclear program is for nuclear energy, it's peaceful measures, et cetera. But the United States wants to see an end to that, and they want to make sure that the enriched uranium that remains in Iran, that Iran has not said, denied, and has moved it around, they want that to be gotten rid of, or at least to be kept track of. And at the same time, Iran conducted military exercises in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, it's a very important chokehold where a great percentage of the world's oil goes in and out, and essentially shut it down today to conduct these exercises, all at the same time as this huge military buildup, U.S. military buildup, continues. And once again, President Trump saying just yesterday, there will be consequences if these talks fail. So the way it stands now, they're both saying a couple of weeks. They haven't actually set a date, but we are looking at the third round of talks. So that is progress.
Do we know what it'll take to bring them closer to an agreement?
Well, I guess from both sides, obviously the United States wants to see promises when it comes to Iran's nuclear weapons program, or aspirational nuclear weapons program. And that's where the threat lies. If Iran doesn't come to terms or come to an agreement with that, then the United States will take military force. As far as the Iranians are concerned, look, they made it very clear. We want to reduce, maybe even drop the sanctions, not just from the United States, but U.S. allies, et cetera, because it is crippling Iran's economy. And they can no longer continue, as you've seen with some of these massive protests. That was because of economic measures inside Iran itself, not necessarily political, but people fighting for their own livelihoods there, and they're feeling the pinch. At the same time, as you and I discussed the past couple of days, U.S. military is now sending a second carrier there, the largest and most advanced carrier in the world, the USS Gerald R. Ford. That joins the USS Lincoln that's already there. So you're talking about two carriers, multiple squadrons of fighter jets, stealth fighter jets. An additional F-15 squadron has been sent there as well, and a lot of activity that we've been reporting in the past couple of days.
Okay, Charlie Daggett, thank you.